Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's DSA challenge, we solve a particular problem and the problem is that how to find the maximum number in an array. So the problem is simple. We have given by an array and we have to return the largest number in it. For example, let me create an array. So let array is equal to, I have an array of numbers. So I have multiple numbers 54, 76, 23, 7, 45. Okay, so this is our array and in this array we have to find the maximum number. So how we can do this? Well, imagine that checking each number one by one and keeping track of the biggest one we have seen so far. If we find a number bigger than our current biggest, we have updated it. At the end, that's our maximum number. For this, I create a function. So the function is find max and it's a simple function. Inside function parameter, I am receiving the array and I name the parameter arr. First of all, let's create a variable and let max is our variable, and inside max I am assigning the first element of our given array. So how to find it? So array and the first element at 0 index. So I write 0. So now I am assigning the first element of the array to the max variable. Next I am using for loop. So let I is equal to 1, I less than array dot length, so that we can check all the elements in the array and after it I plus plus. Okay, so inside the for loop, how to find the maximum number? Inside the for loop, I will use if block, if statement. So here I write the condition that if the current element of the array is greater than the max variable, so what we do here inside the if block, we update the max variable. We update the max variable and assign the given element, current element to the max variable. Now what we are doing, we are taking the array, assigning our first element to the max variable. After it, I am using for loop. So inside the for loop, I am checking the each number in the array. If our number is greater than the max variable, then we are updating the max variable to that greater number. So that's how we find our maximum number. After it, I will return the max variable. So now if I want to check this function, so I just write console.log. I call this function find max, and inside function parameter I will give an array. So let's check this array. So let's copy this and paste it here. So now this function will check that which number is the greater one, that number it will return us. So if I save the file and if I run the file, so you see it is giving 76. It is giving 76. So let's check, is 76 is the biggest number? So 12, 54, 76, 23, 7, 45. Yes, 76 is the biggest number. So let's change this. Let's change this. I change it 9. So now what is our biggest number? Now our biggest number will be 54. So now if I save the file, I should get 54. So if I again run the file, so you see, I am getting 54. So that's how we solve our problem, and we make a function due to which I can check that how to find the maximum number in an array. But here is an interesting thing in JavaScript. JavaScript gives us a very shortcut using the math.max function and the spread operator. So let's see how to use them to find the maximum number in an array. So now this is our array. So how to find the maximum number in the array by using the math.max function. So for this, first of all, I will create a variable. So const, I write the variable name max number is equal to, so here I am using the math.max number. So I write math.max. This is an inbuilt JavaScript method that we are going to use. Inside this function, I am using the spread operator. So just write 3 dots. This is a spread operator, and after the spread operator, we will provide our array. So just copy it and paste it here, array. That's it. That's a one line code in which I can check that what is the maximum number in an array. So let me console.log this. So if I console.log max number, if I save the file and if I run the file, then you will see that I will get the maximum number in the array. So if I run the file, so you see, I am getting 54, which is the maximum number of the array. So now you will see that this is the function that we make, and this is the inbuilt JavaScript function, which is only one line. With the help of only one line, I can check that how to find the maximum number in an array. If your array is very bigger and the very larger in size, the loop method is safer because math.max might run into performance issue with extremely large arrays. But most of the cases, this one line code is extremely preferable. So that's how we find our maximum number in an array, both step by step approach and the one line magic trick. Try it with your own arrays and see which method do you prefer. In the next video, we will tackle another DSA problem and make sure your JavaScript skills even stronger. I will see you in the next video. Until then, keep coding and keep growing.